Same class, same distance again for race number 2, the second event, with 10 going to post, headed by Sparkling Sword, a 3-time course and distance winner. Tennessee Boss, course and distance first time. Joe Moreira jumps on board as well. Perfect to play, gets the earplugs in. Curling Luxury, course and distance winner, 2 starts back. Chaparral Star, 4th to ever laugh last time. He's been placed twice over this trip. Super Eurostar goes up in class for his last win over the 1200 metres. And a Happy Warrior for the John Moore Douglas White combination from barrier 3. Now from Chung Fa, Curling Luxury has been up and back. He returned on the 20th. So that was since his last start.
1650 Class 4. Sparkling Sword generally likes to roll forward. Curling Luxury has recaptured some of his better form. Super Eurostar basically was able to lead all the way, or did lead all the way last start, but he is stepping up in trip, which has got to be a question mark. And Polymere Luck is another one that likes to race handy. So strong enough tempo, I would have thought, through the first few hundred metres.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? I've got Super Eurostar on the inside here with the horse, the Joy Giving, who is racing later on. But this is Super Eurostar. I thought the Joy Giving was going better, but I thought I'd show this because, as you say, he's stepping up in trip, and there is his piece there. Here's Applause and Polymere Luck. Now, the one we'll concentrate in here is Polymere Luck. He's the one back on the inside, and he's just doing everything nicely here. He's a horse that doesn't win out of turn. He's one of these horses that likes to run second and third, but he is a winner. And the last one I thought I'd show you is Happy Warrior working with Midnight Rattler here. Happy Warrior finally gets a barrier draw. He's drawn wide in his last 2 starts, finally gets a good draw, and he should be right in the finish.
Midnight Rattler goes around in a much better race later on the programme. Let's start off with Curling Luxury, Sparkling Sword and Polymer Luck. This is 2 starts back for Curling Luxury. He ran a good race IJC night, though, too.
He did. He actually won 3 last season. I thought he might have got to his peak rating, and I thought that was justified in his first 2 runs for the term, but he has turned it around. He's got some fitness underneath his belt. He's had a win, and then another good second. Here he is with a good barrier and less weight to carry. So it's hard to leave him out.
Yeah, I've got him in. I put him in on a minor line. I think Sparkling Sword might have reached his mark now. He's an older horse, and 133 might just weigh him down a bit.
Could do.
All right, Chaparral Star, the next one we see. This is him finishing 4th at Chartin over the mile, but he's a winner here actually he's placed twice at Happy Valley. He was just nosed out, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think most of his recent runs have been pretty good, and his 3 runs over this course and distance, the 5th behind All You Know was a good effort, checked at a crucial stage. The run behind Flying Quest, the run behind Sichuan Boss, both had a fair bit of credit to them. I think he's still going well enough and still rated well enough, this horse, to give this a real shake.
Yeah, I've got him definitely in there as well. The only question I've got is he just can't get his nose in front in this grade. But in saying that, as you guys have mentioned, he is in form. So he's been a bit unlucky in a couple of his runs.
All right, Happy Warrior's been a bit unlucky maybe with the barriers, but he's come up with a good one here in theory in barrier 3. We're going back 2 starts for him. This is behind Charizard over the 1200 metres. Yeah,
he's had to go back in this this start, and look, he finished off the race really nicely. It was a really good run from him. He drew 10 on this occasion. He drew 11 in his last start. He's drawn 12 before it. Last time he was at Happy Valley. He's now got barrier 3, so he's definitely going to get his opportunity.
Don't really think he was overly comfortable with Charizard sort of crossing his path there in that final 100 metres, but he was running well. He's certainly going a lot better this preparation than last. Last season he had 4 starts, it was very ordinary, but he's much better than that this term. All
right, the John Moore stable absolutely flying as well. Super Eurostar is a 3-time winner, but they've all been over the 1200 metres.
Yeah, that's the key. He has run a placing over this distance, but it was on the dirt. I think he's got the speed to lead this race, even though there are other winners, but I think with the pressure of horses like Sparkling Sword, Curling Luxury and maybe Polymere Luck in the race, I'd struggle to see him win it. I actually liked him that night, but I think here he's worth taking on.
Yeah, definitely. It was a Class 5 1200. That's a lot different. Class 4 1650.
Yeah. All right, OK, so where are we looking, Paul?
I want to go with Gentry. He was raced on International night and Christophe Lemaire rode him, and he got absolutely knocked over in Little Islands race just as he was starting to make his run. So he's very unlucky. I marked him as a horse to follow after that. So I think he'll be a decent price. Gentry, he's on top to beat Happy Warrior from that low barrier draw. Chaparral Star, as we know, has been running well, as has Curling Luxury. 6, 10, 7 and 5. Went 6 at a bit of a price, so I just thought he was unlucky last time.
Yeah, I've got him in the tips, not dissimilar to my numbers to Paul's, actually. I ended up with Chaparral Star on top. I think this is a very winnable race for him. Happy Warrior, Curling Luxury and Gentry. So 7, 10, 5 and 6. I'd be using the 7 as your banker for most things.
All right, we've all got 5, 7 and 10 in the numbers there. I'll throw in Tennessee Boss. He's a horse I've just been following for a few starts now. Joe Moreira jumps on board as well. All right, it's race number 2.